Eh, well, I mean, what can I tell you guys? I don't know if that's a good idea, you know. Um, like the webcam control the thing, that's not good because I mean, I know I I
Hmm.
do. I mean, I
No,
do know
no,
people who get
no.
into.
Leave. Just leave it about webcam and all. Tell us about the procedure we are doing. The prank callings, like calling to the US and Canada and letting the students talk to them live.
Mm, oh, I think there are better options, I would say, because I mean, if you're learning English and actually if you're going to prank someone on a call, I mean, your English should be faster because normally when they, when like someone like answers the phone and like, here's like, let's say the accent, okay, this person maybe might be calling, I mean, might be calling from America, but they know when they're pranking them, when they're being pranked. That's the idea. So like the conversation is not gonna be like super long or or anything. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the more we practice,
Hmm.
the better prank calls we will make.
Okay, and what? So you wanna be pranksters? You wanna be? I mean, what's the idea of to prank people over the internet, over
Uh,
the telephone?
we want to prank them because we want to get out of our comfort zone. As soon as you are in your comfort zone, you are not able to learn anything. You have to use your emotion to get out of your emotions and think very deeply about what you have to say. And
Okay.
Well,
the
because
way, yeah,
it will be a live prank. It will be a live call, and those students have never met, like maybe they have met, but they have not talked to natives. They will get a real life scenario as well, because you're just ordering something or you're just booking, making reservation. So at that time they will be really on their feet. So they will be serious, and whatever will be they talking, it will be a complete pure talk. They will improve their listening while they're listening to them. They will be talking, and as well as the same time they will be improving their vocabulary. There are a lot of new things, because for ordering something on a hotel, you will tend to learn new words, new dishes. So it will be like an overall development of their English and their fluency. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any feedback about the students that have done this?
yes, we have
Well,
some. That,
yeah, go ahead, Tom.
but one of the students who we had, he just left this group.
Okay.
Uh, but most of our students have good feedbacks about our classes.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean,
actually,
if
you are the first teacher who's giving right now a feedback.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, if they like it and if they're comfortable with it, I think that's okay.
Learning English is not about being comfortable. And if you
Well,
want to
yeah,
learn something quickly, you strongly have to get out of your comfort zone.
yeah, yeah. But I don't know. But I mean, I will never expose my students, to prank on someone. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like what's happening right now with the YouTube world and YouTubers. There are so many pranksters right now. And like when you go on YouTube, you see a new prankster every day. So it's like, okay, there's this one from Russia, now there's this one from India, there's this one from United States. So I mean, it's like every day there's a new prankster, and like they're almost doing the same thing. So I mean, I never heard about like an English teacher, like training,
Yeah, but you know,
their students,
you have
to be able to prank someone.
in the same time you have fun, and this is one of the
Yes,
good
I mean, yes,
things.
of course. I mean, of course. I mean, I'm not saying that it's boring. I'm not saying that because I guess you will be rushing of adrenaline. I would say because I mean you will actually be talking to someone, like a native speaker in and like you will have to like think fast and like to try to make the prank go well, and and the other person to follow what's happening. So yeah, I mean,
There is one
never.
more thing we play, role playing. You know, role playing is a very good
Yes,
way.
I do love role plays.
Yeah.
Yes, role plays are good.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And sometimes, for example, I am the uncle. AJ is my nephew. If there is one more girl, we say that that girl is AJ's wife, and they are a couple. We involve the others in the discussion.
That's good. I mean, that's good. I think that's good. Yes, I think that's good. And
That makes a live and a friendly environment, and students will be like, they will be more keen and they will be more interested in this. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, it depends on the topic that you're teaching, that they can like do role plays, and you assign them characters, and they will have to act. They will have to add emotions, like Toma is saying. So that's
Yeah.
why I like about role play, and that's why I like acting also, because it's like you're not yourself, for I mean an hour, depending how long the role play is, and you
Hmm.
just can have fun, and maybe you want to be someone that you just can't, or like you want to, let's say for example, like let's talk about like religion, and
Yeah.
like you want to play like someone from another religion that your religion doesn't let you to be. So you're gonna be able to do that in the role play. So maybe you will find out things that you didn't know about that religion. So and you put
So
that into the character that you're playing. So I really like the role plays, and
Yeah.
I did a role play at the university when I graduated as a teacher, and I had to play like a king, but a very old man. So I have to like I was like always like shaking and trembling. I have to change my voice, my tone of voice. I
Yeah.
have to have like a raspy voice, and then I have to walk like that, and I had like a walking stick and everything. So I mean, everybody loved my character, and I always got a really good feedback. So I was like, okay, this is awesome, and I loved it. So I really wanted to do it again, but obviously, I'm not at the university anymore. So, but I do like, watching role plays, watching people, getting out of the comfort zone, which is good. And I mean, with the prank thing, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy because I mean, it's like you're fooling someone, And and I don't know. Maybe I'm talking about my personal opinion because I don't like being fooled. So and like because I guess if someone is working, it's at their jobs and they're getting calls, they're busy and like they're expecting people, real actually
Yeah, but
customers.
you know there is one prank call, and you can think about in the whole America there are hundreds of thousands of restaurants, and the percentage of the restaurants that we call is very small.
Okay, okay,
So it can be noticed. It's one call in maybe 1 year, a few years. They are not receiving prank calls every day. It's just
okay,
one awful situation,
okay,
maybe once in per year or
yeah,
less.
so
okay.
Yeah,
I think it will not be a huge loss for them. I mean, not even a loss. It will be just one unusual call. So even they
Okay.
will not mind it. Yeah.
Okay. So when are these classes on?
we
Well,
make them almost every day.
They're every day.
Yeah, whenever me and AJ get to a group, we make these
Mhm.
prank calls, and
Every day.
we start
Every
talking
day.
and getting friendly with the users online.
Okay.
And sometimes there are some beautiful girls, and we invite them to our group. We have a group, and
That's
when some beautiful girls gather,
mhm.
there are some other users who get interested in our prank calling classes. We also
Okay.
have a group on WhatsApp, and we chat over there during the day if we are not in front of the computer.
Okay. That's
We
good.
just
Well,
tell,
I mean,
we just, yeah.
that's a good idea. The WhatsApp group.
And,
That's a great idea.
all these classes are for free. You just have to get there and participate to the class, and that's all.
That's
We
cool.
don't,
That's cool. That's really like, and I mean, it's nice that you guys are getting in contact with the language every day, which is, I mean, it's the right way, one of the right ways to
for,
learn.
for
And
example, I get bored very easy. And by making these prank calls is a method to for me to stick to the language and practice every day. If I
okay,
if I didn't get these prank calling classes, I wouldn't stay every day on Burbling, and I wouldn't be so talkative. But right now, due to these classes and playing the role of a teacher,
okay.
makes me talk every day and be conscientious about what sense.
Okay, so you're saying that this idea you guys got it from Berkeley, right?
I got this idea after 2 weeks since I was on Verbing.
Okay, but I mean, you had a teacher, like you had a teacher for Berkeley doing this before?
No, there were some guys who were making prank calls. Then I discovered I can make prank calls as well, and my aim since I was on Verbling was to do whatever but learn English.
Okay.
That's my purpose right now, to learn English because I have to take an IELTS exam. Yeah.
Yes.
So uh, I, I can get all the situations possible in a daily life here on Verbling. There are fights, there are argues, there are interesting discussions. All these situations that you have to tackle in your daily life, you find it on Verbling.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if we have a discussion about uh, the pranks that we are making, there are some people who don't agree with these prank callings. Even the discussion and the argue about the prank callings are a
Okay.
good exercise, are still uh, a preparation, are a good practice.
Okay. So when I mean, when the hangouts are going, who is the one who, like is in charging or carrying on the hangouts? You or your friend?
Whenever we get together on a group, we consider we are already in a prank calling class.
Okay.
So sometimes we make pranks just when I am on a group and he's not, or maybe when he's the only one on the group and I am not. But most of the time we make prank calls when we are together.
We
Okay.
just, show them a demonstration, and after
Okay.
that we say them, okay, now it's your turn, you can go. Yeah,
Okay. So you normally dial numbers from America
Yeah,
exactly. America and
America,
Canada.
Canada.
in Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's working for you guys, that's 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 nice. I mean, I've never like never heard about using prank calls, to learn English. I mean, if it's working for you guys, I mean that's cool. But like I mean, I've known people who've done it here on Hangouts, and yeah, I mean, I had a nice time. Like I mean, it was funny because the guy who was doing it was funny, but he was actually pranking one of his friends, so he knew him. So, but it's not. It was not like a pizzeria or like or any store in America. So he was just his friend. So. But it was funny. But yeah, I mean, but if it's working and the students are learning, that's cool. I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
So So that's great, Toma. We got a feedback from a qualified teacher, an English professor. So, we must, take it as a confidence booster or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So, Toma, now it's time to invite some students so we can do the proceedings. Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem about this broadcasting classes that we take right now is that we
Oh, you're
cannot make.
broadcasting right now. Oh my God. So this is going on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Oh God. You guys didn't even tell me.
You're a
Like this
celebrity.
was
You're a celebrity. You will
broadcasting
be.
is hanging out. So,
I,
oh my God, you guys are terrible. Like you turn on my webcam. Now you're broadcasting, and like normally when I go into live hangouts, they'd say, okay, we're going to get ready to start broadcasting. Okay, cool. So, okay, obviously we agree, but I didn't know that alive, you know.
you,
Yeah.
Renzo, we just took seriously our classes and our method of learning, and we want to see what is the height where we can get. Maybe one day it will be Cambridge class. You will go to Cambridge University or Oxford, and you, you will take some lessons.
Yeah.
Even if you work at a restaurant or a hotel, you have to know how to cope these situations.
Mhm.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
know how to deal with all kinds of people. So
Yeah.
even for the servants from hotels and restaurants, it's a good
Mhm.
exercise.
Yeah.
So
Well, what I normally do is just I make my students to speak with native,
yeah,
with natives. That's what I make them do. So I like, okay, just let's make a Google Hangout or like a Skype call, and so they can talk to them and see if they can understand them, if the natives can understand my students, so like they will give them the feedback. So,
so
well, so
this is one of
allow me
our
to do.
pitches.
What?
This is one of our pitches. We tell our students that they will have the opportunity to speak with native English speakers. So
That's
they
good.
feel happy about that because they always know that it's a good. Uh,
Well, I mean, I have to say, I have to congratulate you guys in the sense that you guys are getting in touch with the language every day, that you wanting to help other students, to learn the language. And if the pranking thing it's just working, well, okay, well, keep on doing it. But I it's not that I like prove it like 100%, but but if it's working, okay. And if you're having fun, which is because
so
we need to have fun.
if sometimes we make prank calls and we just consider that the person that we are pranking is feeling bad, we call
Okay.
again and we ask for apologies. We say, okay, look, it was a prank call and we want to apologize because we feel bad uh,
Well,
about.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. I mean,
yeah.
no, there are not there are not so many pranksters that will do that. So yeah, that's good. I mean,
I
that's
mean, we want to be decent in the same time. We don't want to be like that.
yes, because I mean, as a teacher, you need to own respect because you need to, teach respect to your students because you're not only teaching a language, because if I'm one of your students, I don't want to be like, okay, yes, I mean, Thomas, yes, he helps me with my English, but yeah, but he's a prankster, like, it's just a prankster. So you want your students to give you like a really good feedback. So yes, Tom is a really great teacher. He has helped me with my English, so I can speak better. I can understand native speakers. So this is cool. I mean, and all thanks to Toma and his other friend Aman, right? Am I pronouncing it
Yeah,
well?
exactly. Yeah, you're right,
Aman.
man. Myself, I'm on.
So That will be cool, and not oh no oh yeah no a man and Tom the famous pranksters on Google Hangouts. So no, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you have if you had students, right? You need to show them like respect. And what
Yeah.
is the purpose of these pranks? That your guys are doing. And so many pranksters on YouTube, they take time to explain what the prank's all about, and also they apologize to someone if the person gets really offended. So you need to like, I mean, it's good what you said, Toma, that you actually call again to the person that you're,
Yeah.
playing the prank on, and okay. I mean, it was just a prank, and we apologize. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Google Hangouts and the internet, you also have so many tools that you can use, to have fun during teaching English. So keep using them, and I hope my feedback, is it listen to you guys, and well,
And
I
more
mean,
than that,
that's cool that you guys are teachers, so we are colleagues now.
yes, but we just play the roles of teachers because right now, I am preparing myself for IELTS, so I'm not so good at English.
Yes.
Like,
When are you taking it?
excuse
When
me?
are you taking? When are you taking it?
I didn't schedule it yet, but I think it will be in the second part of June, maybe in July.
Wow, that's really close.
Yeah,
That's really, really close.
yeah. I'm preparing every day.
Every day. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I just feel I reached the plateau and I cannot learn anymore. But if I
Hmm.
still stick to the language, then there are some situations. Then unconsciously, I find new expressions that I heard maybe 2 days ago. So
Hmm.
if I still practice, is the best way for learning.
Okay, that's good.
And one more thing, which is very good, is that uh, I don't have any other occupation. I just want to learn English, and that's all. I just want to pass this IELTS exam, and I have a lot of time,
Okay.
which is
So I
very.
mean, you're not working. You're not doing anything else.
I don't do anything else, just learning English. Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
If I wasn't in this situation, I wouldn't have this uh, sticky verbling
Mhm.
in front of my computer every day. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, thank God you're not married or having
No,
kids, right? You don't have
no, I live with my parents.
kids.
Uh, my mother takes care of me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't have any other problems.
You're 20, when?
Seven,
21, 22,
27.
27.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Oh, I never saw that car collection that you have like behind you. That's pretty cool.
yeah. I have them since I was a child.
Okay.
I
Cool.
have that telescope as well.
The telescope. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
the telescope is.
I don't use it at all. I just once I tried to see somewhere something. There is a church very close to my place, and uh, I could see the snuff in
Okay.
the church. And that's all. I tried to see the priest, but I had to move the telescope for a few millimeters, and I moved it just I think a few centimeters, and I couldn't reach the priest.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
And right now I'm here in my attic. I have one more room for sleeping. I have my sleeping room, and this is my attic where I have my office.
Have you don't have a bed over there.
Uh, I have also a bed in my attic, but I don't sleep here.
No.
I'm sleeping just in my
So that's
my room.
that's like a personal space for you, or it's like your
Oh, it's
mom
just for
you.
me. Just for me. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's cool.
Nobody bothers me. I live in a big house, which
That's
is
cool.
very good. Yeah.
That's cool. Don't you have your mom calling you every like 5 seconds to help
No,
her?
She's calling
Huh?
me on the phone. She's calling me on the phone, which is very good.
Oh, she calls you on the phone, and you're in
Yeah.
the same house?
Yes.
Oh
Because
my God. That's
you know,
funny.
I live at the second floor.
Okay.
Uh, that's a lot of effort for her to get to my attic. So
Wow.
she just calls me.
But it, like, I guess you spend, or she spends lots of money on credits, right?
No,
Like,
no, no. In Romania, it's very cheap to make calls.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's no, my mom. I mean, we live in like in just one house. Like it's very small.
Yes.
And when I'm here on the computer talking, let's say that I'm talking to you now, I get my mom like I mean, just screams out my name like Brenda, come here. Oh, help! So sometimes I'm in the middle of the conversation and I just have to, you know, get up and see what's going on and but, like she wouldn't call me on the cell phone or anything. I mean, that's great. So and I mean, but well, I have to say that I'm really happy that you're. I mean, I'm really happy with what you're doing. Like you
Yeah.
are getting in touch with them.
It's
And
the
what
next.
happened to your friend? What happened to your friend? I mean, where did he go?
He sent me a message on WhatsApp. He says that he got disconnected.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. You know,
So
it's a new
it's
breakthrough in the methods of learning English. I think I can get into the history of methods of learning.
okay.
What do you think? Isn't this a new breakthrough in the industry of techniques of learning?
Yeah, I would say it's a new technique. Yeah, I would say it's a new technique because normally, I mean, like students, like, I mean, they wouldn't be put in this kind of situation because when they're like being like when you're being on the spot, it's like when you get them more nervous and it's like okay, it's like oh, you cannot say anything to the person. It's like because
Yeah.
you're thinking like even that you're really nervous and I mean, you cannot express yourself. So imagine in a call, like I remember the very first times that I was like trying to learn English and I needed to call to the United States.
Yeah.
Before dialing the number, I was sweating. I was like, "Oh my God! I mean, what am I gonna say? Will they understand me? Are they gonna be speaking so fast on the phone?" And it's even harder on the phone because when you pick up, sometimes the connection is not good, so you don't understand almost anything that the person is saying.
Yeah.
So, oh Jesus! So I mean, sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes, but no, but now no. Obviously, I
Yeah.
understand. And
That's
so
obvious.
you just need practice and but I guess I mean you will have to ask the students and if you see if it's really working or not. I mean, but you're saying that it's working and they're learning and they approve, so that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when we feel the students are very bad with their English, we have
Hmm.
a briefing lessons. I share my screen,
Okay.
and we start talking about the vocabulary that we should use when we call a specific restaurant. When
Okay.
it's a restaurant with wine, different kinds of wine, we study the types of wine and what kinds of wine we should ask for.
That's
uh,
cool.
yeah. So
Wow, you're a teacher. That's nice, man.
yeah, I mean, it's the first time I teach somebody something because I never taught anything in my life.
And how do you feel?
I feel you feel good if your students learn and
Yes.
if they listen to you.
Yes.
Then if you see they are progressing, it's a good feeling. It's the best feeling. But if they are not attentive, if they don't participate, you don't feel that good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you can understand my frustration when my students they don't want to listen to what you're saying or they don't want to learn and they say, oh, I'm just sleepy, I just wanna go home, or even though you're doing like the best that you can for them to be entertaining the classes, it's like okay. I mean, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's like really bad because I mean, you in Venezuela you have to deal with 42, 43 students at the same time in a
Wow,
classroom.
wow, that's
So it's a big classroom. It's a really
wow.
big group. So sometimes it's not easy because someone behaves like this, the other person behaves like that, and like you have to deal with so many situations. And over here, teaching it's not easy. So I prefer private classes of 5 students, 10 students, and like you can actually make them interact with themselves, and we can create a really good environment. But when you are in a school that you have like 40 students in front of you, yeah, you can like you can have your schedule of the class or your class schedule, but sometimes you don't follow that because something happens, like it could be a problem that one of the students may be having or several students might be having. So like the English class per se, it's not taught as it should be.
Yeah,
So that's annoying. That's annoying because since there's so many students in just one classroom, it's just crazy.
I
And it's
I think
even worse
basically
when
I think basically the problem is about the number of students. You cannot cope with more than 40 students.
yeah, so
I
it's
remember when I was about 13 or 14 years old. Our classes were splitted into classes who were learning German, and the other half of the class was learning English, and we were about 12 or 13 students in one class. So it was much more better than 25. So I don't want to imagine how is it to have 40, I mean more than 40 students in a class.
yeah, so it's insane when you go inside and you see them all. Oh, like okay, you just say this is not gonna be easy. I mean, even though you want it to be easy, but it's not gonna be easy because the students are just over here in Venezuela. They don't wanna learn. They don't wanna study. Like they go to school like just to talk, to play,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah,
that's it.
the problem is that they don't have any models in their life. If they
Yes.
if they see successful people are not people who learn a lot, people who are very high educated, they will never start to learn.
Yeah.
As soon as uh,
And most of those students, they don't have like parents. They deal with their relatives, and it's just. I mean, sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes you have to deal with several problems, and in the last school that I was working, I had to deal with a gang, students that were like 15, 16, 17-year old, and they were like in gangs. They were doing drugs.
wow,
They were just, and it
yeah,
was horrible, to make them, or to try to make them, to get into the class and or to study. And like one of the students in his backpack, he had like a big knife like
oh my
this
god,
size. So when I saw that, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god. So it was insane. It was really bad. So oh my God. Sometimes you have the student that it's really quiet and like you hardly see him talking. But and there's other times that you have this student who has like is super loud in the classroom. He wants to be the clown in the classroom, and he wants to, but he has the really bad grades. So, oh no, it's annoying. No, it's like, okay, I don't want to teach. So, oh, yeah.
but if you have any argue with these kinds of students, Oh, what a nice puppy. When you have an argue with these kinds of students, can you ask for their parents to come and talk to them, or their
Yes,
parents are?
we talk to the principal, we talk to the parents, but sometimes, like the parents, they cannot do anything because obviously they are like, hold on, give me just 1 second.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Give me.
no problem. Okay, Renzo.